Hey everyone, welcome. This is Apple,
This is FTA.
and what would we call this? An interview? This is the first one.
I have no idea what this is.
I don't know what it is either. I think it's just to get the people to not lose hope. There's like 1,100 people being like, "Hey, where are new videos?" And
This is to get all those people out there to not kill themselves.
exactly.
Because we assure you, more stuff is coming at some point.
At some point, we had about 2 hours worth of stuff.
No, we had I think it was about an hour.
Yeah, we had about an hour worth of stuff, and Pamela just didn't work. And after all that time, and
it kind of
top-notch commentary.
It kind of recorded like it was me, you, and and it only recorded your half. So it was basically like it was like one side of a 3-part conversation.
I should have just edited it together anyways and uploaded it.
Just both of us speaks to himself.
And everyone thinks something's either wrong with me or wrong with their computer.
But like, I've always kind of said that on many for a number of reasons. A lot of time I actually prefer the doing the command and commentary stuff because it's in many ways it's funner because we just don't care about what we say. And that one, like we were talking over Tropical Resort and we spent about 20 minutes just talking about Christina Hendricks.
Yes, we did.
Or to be more accurate, just going, oh, Christina Hendricks.
I remember John didn't know who Christina Hendrick was, and that was the
No, he didn't know, so I linked him a picture, and he was just like, damn, man, Christina Hendricks.
The only 2 reasons to watch Mad Men.
I see we did the good stuff. Like I would never, I would never cheat on Kerry in a million years, but if I could do, it'd be with her.
If you could.
If I could. Like, if it was like the movie Hall Pass, where for some reason...
Really bad and drags out too long.
She gives me a week to, like, just go and bang random people. I just go up to Christina Hendricks and be like, excuse me, Miss Hendricks, I have a week of being not tied down to a monogamous relationship. Will you please have sex with me? And hope for the best.
And hope for the best. It was like, oh man, you're right. I gotta do this guy a favor.
I'm hoping she'll take feeling. Oh, you poor man. I should put my face up to you, right? Poor man. You poor man.
Someone get me a bed, stat.
Someone get me some poontangs. That no. Oh no, we need to use that as the segue to make a Ntom FTA clunge film.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Whoever made, I think, is that still up?
I think it's up because I remember when it happened, someone, like, it's someone I know, so I wasn't that annoyed, but they kind of took a bunch of pictures off my Facebook, and since then I've now made it so that only my friends can look at my pictures, and I no longer accept people from YouTube. Because see, one person ruined it, and now everyone suffers.
I don't do it either. I actually rejected a lot of people on YouTube, and I apologize for that. It's just that nothing YouTube related is going to go on Facebook.
I currently have 85 friend requests, and I'd say at least 81 of them are random people from Facebook or the Hellfire Comms forum or something like that.
Yeah, I don't accept them because no, for you guys, if you want to know stuff about our YouTube account, it's just going to happen on YouTube.
Well, exactly. Like I use Facebook for, and I know I didn't always, but now I use it for people who are friends, and no disrespect to anyone I know on the YouTube or the forums, but we're not exactly friends. Although it's just, if I get to, like, there have been some people where I've gotten to know them, and then I add them. But like, if I've never spoken to you before, and you're just like, hey, I know you. I'm like, thanks for that. I'm not gonna add you, but thanks for that.
You fancy that? You heard me on the internet.
Yeah. I mean, it's I would say it's I still think it's weird, for one, that people give a crap about stuff that we say, or like want to listen to stuff.
Yeah, really? That impresses me. Looking back on it, I was just like, even though it's a small number.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I look on the very few times I've ever gone back to listen to Hellfire Com stuff, and this isn't every part, and maybe it's just because I was, because I remember going back and watching a few parts of the 06 playthrough, and I was like, this is so boring. It's like, this isn't entertaining in the slightest. It's like, why do people watch this crap for?
Oh, also, what coming soon? The Mario commentary. The one thing.
Oh, yeah, dude, we still have to do
Mario
that.
movie commentary.
We still have to do that, man.
We still have to do everything. We've got
We have to finish 64. We did one part of World.
Super Mario 64, Super Mario World.
I take it Unleashed has been officially cancelled.
Oh yeah, fuck that game. Fuck it to hell. That game's awful. I still play it now. Like I'm a sadistic bastard or something. I play that thing every day so far.
That's why I bought 06, because I hate myself and I'm actually made to suffer.
And what else? Colors were on its way, but then Pamela was just like, "Oh fuck you."
Colors, we have to start from scratch again.
Yeah.
No.
But if I have the time, I'll definitely work on it.
Yeah, man. Well,
Can we talk about Sonic Unleashed for a minute?
Yeah, go for it, man. Speak about Unleashed.
Such demanding levels for such shit controls.
Well, I watched this video yesterday about this guy with possibly the most annoying voice in history.
Is it who I think it is?
No, I still haven't watched anything from that guy you told me about. At some point, if I can stomach it, I'll look him up. But it's just a guy, and he talks about how horrible Unleashed is. And he actually blames it mostly on the day stages. And I agree slightly with what he says, because he says Unleashed is pretty much. I mean, it's been said a million times before, and it's not necessarily something new. But there's very little actual platforming or actual gaming. Most of it is just automation and boosting.
Yeah.
And again, I kind of liked Unleashed, for what it was. I mean, to be honest with you, the reason I like Unleashed so much is just because it's competently made. It's not glitchy.
Yeah, I mean, by comparison, after 06, everything kind of looks like a gem.
Yeah, and I would much rather, to this day, I'd much rather have a game that's boring but is well made than a game that shows promise and is horrible. It's like, in this horrible place, like Heroes should be like the best game ever made, but it's such a fucking chore to play.
It is.
I tweeted this last night. I'm gonna repeat it here. I prefer Shadow the Hedgehog over Sonic Heroes. Come at me, bro.
I never played Shadow the Hedgehog.
It gets a lot of hate, and again, the same person who I watched the Unleashed thing, he did another video about Shadow, and he actually made a quite interesting point that I actually agree with. He says it's a horrible Sonic the Hedgehog game. If you look at it as being a Sonic game, it's horrible. But if you look at it just as a video game, it's actually quite good. I think a reason it gets a lot of hate is because it has Shadow in it, and half the fan base just hates him anyway. The weapons, which some people didn't like, and the fact that it's not a Sonic game, even though it's a game in the Sonic the Hedgehog world, but it doesn't feel like a Sonic game, and I can kind of understand that. But I much prefer over Heroes any day of the week.
Yeah, but back to Unleashed. I don't know. I died a lot.
Yeah,
That's just me. I died a lot, and because I'm used to the how well the controls are in Colors. I'm gonna venture off and say Colors is better than Unleashed.
Oh yeah, most people. Well, I think most people will say that. Though some people are still the HD version of Unleashed is way better than Colors because fuck you. That's why.
No, I mean the grind. I was used to the controls in the Colors, and I was like, oh, everything's really controlled and defined here. I'm sure it'll be like that, except just a little bit faster on Unleashed. And I'm just like, everything is so slippery and hard to control. It's ridiculous.
The first time I played Unleashed, like the day I bought it, I played it for the Wii for the first time. It took me so long to get used to the controls. Because, obviously, SA1, SA2 Heroes and Shadow, to an extent, they all feel roughly the same.
Yeah.
Unleashed, it's almost like a completely different style game. Well, it's a completely different style of game, but I assumed he would handle like he used to. I mean, turning around is like, Jesus Christ, like what happened there? It takes like 5 seconds to turn him around. Colors improved it, and I loved Colors. I thought Colors was a really, really good game. It's a game the franchise needed.
Exactly, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, A lot
Better
of
late
people,
than never.
well, a lot of people are saying it's the best 3D game since SA1. Some people say it's just the best 3D game ever made, hands down. I mean, like, again, like, Unleashed was like, I remember when before Unleashed came out, everyone was like, this is the game that's gonna make everyone love him again, you know. And I always thought to myself, I said, I thought that it won't happen in one game because it won't. But you know, hopefully, if Unleashed does well, then they can use that as a stepping stone to improve. And you know, with colors kind of took the best things about Unleashed and improved them, and took the worst things about Unleashed and changed them.
Yeah.
And then you know, Generations. Well, the problems I have so far with Generations is that it seems to play more like colors. I mean, sorry, more like HD Unleashed than colors does.
Ah, that's a shame.
That's
Also, the one thing that annoyed me about Unleashed, and I'm actually at this point, I've actually kind of stopped playing, / not playing any of the levels like I'm supposed to, the coin system. It took me forever to get to level 5, and then I'm like, alright, new day level, it's like level 7. I'm like, fuck off, I'm not playing this anymore. The At a Bad Day stage? That one? Do you know what I'm talking about? You have to know what I'm talking about. Of course you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I haven't. I'm like 5% into the HD version. I'm trying to remember. I finished the Wii version, but which level was that about? I can't remember. Is that the sound level?
No, that's Shamar. That about is like the tropical kind of like beach one.
Was that one even in the Wii version?
Oh, I'm not talking about the Wii version. I'm talking about the 360.
Yeah, but I haven't finished the 360 version.
Oh, the Wii version does have it.
Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember actually that one was a lot of the ones on the Wii one were really fun. I can see why that one got a better score.
Which if you go into any website, like a lot of them just fucking hate like the Wii version of Unleashed. Like it's horrible. And I'm not. I actually don't think one version is better than the other. I think both versions, the Wii and the HD versions, have a lot of strong points and a lot of bad points against them. I kind of feel that if you had taken both of those and kind of mushed them together, then you would have like, you know, the definitive Unleashed. But I don't think just based on the merits of themselves that one is inherently better than the other.
It's just all those fucking coins I have to collect.
Exactly. Not in the...
I'm not even kidding you. I just got like enough to get the Shamar Knight, which is the last night level. But then I get there, and then the character's just like, you need 13 more coins. Like, well, fuck you. I am finished.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
done, bro.
Go out and do something else. Or pop in the other game disc I have. I don't know.
I'm gonna play colors. Fuck you.
I'm gonna go back and play colors. Fuck this game.
Fuck you, Ntom. I've told you, man. I'm gonna say the proudest moment of my life. My cousin came to stay with me for like a week, right?
Yeah.
After a few days, without ever having met Ntom or ever having heard of him before coming to stay with me for that week. After about a few days, I had him being like, "Fuck you, Ntom." It felt like playing. We were playing Dead Nation, the PS3 top-down perspective zombie shooting game, right?
Yeah.
And any time like one of us would get killed, he'd be like, "Fuck you, Ntom." Then we played. He downloaded Final Fantasy VIII. We started playing that, and we named the main character Ntom. It just made everything funnier. And there's one bit in the game where a character says, "Ntom, what are you thinking?" And my cousin just shouted out loud, "Why am I such a cunt?" And I was just like, and I was just, "Oh, dude, I love you forever, man. That's like the funniest thing ever."
You know what? I'm gonna pitch it now. Everyone should start the buzz and start the word. Roast of Ntom.
Roast of it.
The last status he wrote before he deleted and blocked me was, "I need ideas for the website." And I don't know why he deleted me, because the last thing I said to him was like, "FTA, don't worry, I'll interview you like no one can." And I guess that pushed him over the edge, even though like I blatantly just made fun of him several times on other statuses. That was the one. That pushed him over the edge to be like, "Fuck Boulevard, I'm done with him." I don't know why that one was it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you were saying like well worse things.
Yeah,
like the week before, you know.
Yeah. I was like, or like the one time I was actually trying to be nice to him about his health habits.
Oh yeah, I remember that, and I remember that because you said maybe you should go to bed earlier,
That's it. Like, that's it.
And he was like,
half the statuses are always about, like, I know it's 5 a.m. and I should go to bed, but I'm just going to watch this video.
Yeah, he does update stuff, that kind of stuff a lot, and then it was just... Yeah,
I was just like, maybe you should just go to bed earlier, and he was all like, fuck you!
Which, I'll be honest, I kind of saw as a decent thing to say. You know,
I was just looking out for him, you know?
Exactly, and he spits in your face.
But no, the roast of Ntom. Somehow anyone, get it to him, and somehow convince him. I think it'd be great.
Dude, I think, well, Tom,
I know.
Tom, for some reason, he doesn't want to give me, even though Hell Dragon has it, I think, Tom doesn't want to give me front page access to the Hellfire.com site, so I can post on the site, which essentially means that I've been spending 3 years doing crap for that site for no good reason. So
I think people are there because of you.
Well, you know,
the pot on this interview, but
I don't like to come off as arrogant or think that, you know, I'm awesome, because I honestly think I am the most boring member of Hellfire Comms. Hand on my heart, I do not see why people watch stuff I'm in, because I'm just like, I don't get it, I'm boring. But if you go to the Hellfire Comms YouTube channel and look at like the top 20 or so videos, most of them are Sonic ones.
They are, but you know, get it out there.
And again, you know, I'm not trying to say, you know, like, oh, you know, Hellfire Comms is all down to me, because it's really not. Because again, I am fucking boring. But I just think, because he thinks that if I gain front page access to the site, I will try and destroy the website, which what he doesn't understand.
It's everywhere.
Well, what he doesn't understand is that I hooked him up with hosting, because my best Torch from FTCR owns his own hosting, and so if I really wanted to, I could like hack into Hellfire Comms like right now and fuck shit up, but I don't. But yeah, so it's just that, cause, you know, here and now it's just like, well, then what's the point of me doing this crap, you know? What's the point of me wasting my time doing this crap where you don't even give me front page access? But what I'll do is that, because FTCR will actually be online soon. I know I've been saying that for like 4 years now, but
in the making. But
we actually are like close there to it. And so when it's up and running, we'll get together, you, me, like Steven, we'll get Torch, and we will just record a roast of Ntom 64.
Without him, can you get that guy who does a really good Ntom?
Sky, yeah, we'll get Sky, and he'll play himself and Ntom, like acting offended. That's genius.
I've written a few jokes already. I'm not going to use any. I'm not going to tell you them right now, but I actually started writing jokes about Ntom for the post. If it ever does happen, I want to be prepared. I don't just want to show up and be like, gay, dicks, standing left and right.
Oh man,
that's a little clever.
That's my jokes out the window then.
Yeah, that's how yours that.
That'd be so funny.
Hilarious. Let's talk a little bit about Generations. Feelings so far?
Oh, I'm loving it. I think it's going to be amazing.
It looks like it's going to be good. I mean, the retro kids seem to be happy. The new age kids seem to be okay.
My God, people on retro are actually excited for this game. Hell has indeed frozen. Oh, you know, apart from you know, the ones who are just like, you know, it doesn't move exactly like it did in the Mega Drive game. This is wrong. Izuka, damn you.
Oh, you know what really sucks? I've been having like an excess amount of cash, so I bought a lot of virtual console games. Nice. And I finally remembered that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 was on the Wii.
Yeah?
I was like, yeah, I'm going to go buy this. And I went to buy it, and I have no room left in my Wii for it.
Oh, dude, for that, you just delete stuff. So, but the Wii, the Virtual Console saves a list of everything you downloaded. So just download something you haven't played, you're going to play for a while. Download 4, and then you know if you get bored of 4, you can just delete 4 and then re-download the games you already had.
I tried deleting it in like the system, but it was like still there, and it was only like 4 or 5 blocks.
But I liked 4.
Well, I didn't get a chance to play it. I wanted to. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as bad as everyone says.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not a perfect game. It really isn't, but it's nowhere near as bad as people like to say.
I mean, I can't imagine it being that bad, but yeah, I wanted to get forward. I didn't have the chance. Generation. You want to know something really funny? It's been ages since I've like intentionally bought a video game ahead of time since, like, I don't know, Ocarina of Time. And,
That's years ago.
yeah, it was. And I was buying some games for the... I got 360 really cheap online. And I was buying some games, and they were like, do you want to reserve a game? And I saw on the back they had a sign for Sonic Generation. I was like, sure. So I put down $5. But I guess I was late for the promotion of getting its free level.
Oh, that it's not a free level. It's just, you know, remember in SA1,
Yeah.
when you go into the casino
Yeah.
level, and you have like the like Sonic the Hedgehog pinball thing.
Yeah.
Basically that, only it looks like Casino Nights. It's not a level. It's just a pinball minigame.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, which, you know, I don't care if I get that or not.
Never mind. I thought it was a level. They made it
Yeah.
sound like it was a level.
Nah, it's not a level.
Anyways.
Casino Nights will be a level on the 3DS version, but the console version, it won't be.
Okay. Well, I remember that. Well, that's good now because I don't feel as bad now. Because I reserved, put down $5. And when I went to GameStop today, they were like talking to another kid about reserving. They're like, all right, just put money down and don't forget your receipt. And I was like, fuck, I threw away my receipt. That's $5 down the drain.
Oh, damn. No, but surely they must keep a record.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's got to be a record there.
Because I know when we do it in England, we have like the biggest place to buy games is a place called Game. You know, it's like the name is just Game. It's awesome. It's genius. It tells you exactly what you need to know. And I remember when normally when you pre-order stuff, they'll ring you and tell you it's in. Like when I pre-ordered Unleashed, but both times they've done it for the DS and Unleashed. Like I would go and get it. Like I remember when Unleashed came out, I woke up early and I was like first person in the shop to like pick up Unleashed. And I remember later that day they were like, "Hello, is that Mr. Spriggs? Yes, your reserved game of Sonic Unleashed is ready to be picked up." I was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm playing it right now."
I hope they do that. I mean, they used to do really fancy ones where like Charles Martinet's pre-recorded voice would call you.
That's awesome. I recently.
You don't remember that?
Oh, well, I've never had that, but I recently added him on Facebook. I'm so proud.
Oh yeah, I should do that too.
And kind of like Charles Martinet, he's one of those people like Mike Pollock, where like if you post on his wall, 9 times out of 10 he will reply to you.
Nice.
Like Jason Griffith doesn't reply to anyone. It's hilarious. Like the amount of stuff.
Would you, if you were? Let's be fair. If you were Jason Griffith, would you?
To be fair, the amount of crap he has on his wall. And it's just like, you go on his wall, like 9 times out of 10 you can just see someone going, "Oh my god, you are Sonic and Shadow, LOL, I love you," or you see like he's been tagged in like really bad fan art.
Yep.
Or just like official pictures, but they're like official pictures for games he's not in. Oh. It's like seriously, like people use like Sonic colors and like tag him. It's like he's not in that game. Like what's the point, you know?
Have you ever seen like there's this one video I saw where he's being interviewed at like some kind of convention?
Sonicon. Is that the one on Sonicon?
Yeah, and it's just like really awkward. I can't put into words how awkward it is.
Well,
one guy just wouldn't stop, and he got up. I remember the kid got up and walked towards him. and that's where things got weird for me.
Security.
Yeah, exactly. I think he like politely said to like maybe later. But it was still pretty weird.
Please step the fuck away. if you wouldn't mind.
What a really shit fan base. No, I mean, no offense to everyone listening.
Yes, we are, everyone including us two, are complete douchebags.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, touch wood, me and Sonic Movies will be interviewing him in November.
Oh, that's right.
Well, he said... I messaged him, and then like a month later he replied. I sent him this long Facebook message saying, "Hi Jason, big fan. Me and a friend of mine, we're going to be in, we work on the Sonic website, and we're going to be in New York at this point, and we've already agreed to get Mike Pollock has already agreed to let us interview him. It'd be great if we could interview you as well. We're big fans, blah 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 blah." And I get nothing for like 3 weeks. And then I get this reply that they just said literally just, "Sure, Gareth, sounds good."
I think that wraps that up. This is fun. I hope everyone sticks around. There'll be commentaries Monday, right?
Dude, I will drop. If I'm free, I will drop everything I'm doing. Like if I'm halfway through doing a commentary with Tom, which probably won't happen ever again. But if I'm doing a commentary with Tom and I see you pop up, I just be like, oh, some comments, I'll be like, let Tom, and just like hang up. And stuff for you.
All right. Well, is there any promo you want to give out there? A shout out to the people who refuse to. You know, it's because it's depressing because we had 200 views on our page and only about 30 of them joined. What do you think about those people? About United Queendom?
I think those people should all join, you bastards. You should, if you go on the page, look at it and like it, you bastards. Where did that name come from? Because it kind of sounds like a gay bar.
It does. That actually came from the IT Crowd, that show.
Oh, my sister watches that.
Yeah, there was a scene where they end up going to a play about gay people, and that's like the intro. Is like they say, "Welcome to the United Queendom," and that stuck with me.
But I'd say I started listening to the and thank you for that, the FTA versus the World track, which is Frank and Gene. But so I don't because instead of playing the bass now, you're now DJing.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, it's called sampling. Where you take other stuff and mix it together. Like, can you sell that? Like that mix.
I couldn't sell it. I can sell my services to do it live, but I couldn't sell it.
Yeah,
I sell to people's music.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was listening to it. I was like, this is really cool, but I'm pretty sure Bolivar didn't write this music.
But I didn't write it. A good DJ, a bad DJ just plays tracks track by track. A good DJ can manipulate tracks. Like on that one in the start, it plays that Fifth of Beethoven remix.
Yeah.
But then there's that vocal part on top, and every glitch you hear, or like when it sounds like it's skipping or it's looping, that's done by me. And every like effect you kind of hear on the instrumental track, that's me. So
that's awesome.
And then putting it together on top of one another and seeing that they fit both with the same time and keeping them in time and doing effects at the right time to kind of make it sound a bit live but keep that dance groove is kind of how we try to do it when we perform.
So when you perform, do you come with everything pre-recorded or are you mixing it live?
No, we're mixing it live. Never pre-recorded. We don't like pre-recorded.
That's awesome, dude.
That's the cheap way out. We do it live. But yeah, if you approve, just go to the page. I'll link the page.
Everyone, please do go to United Queendom. I forget, you guys have a website, but you don't like using it because clubs don't like using it. So it's not
clubs don't like using it for whatever reason. Everyone's always like, you should get a website because it promotes like this professional view. But then they're like, everyone we try to contact is like, give us the Facebook page. Because I think a Facebook page is a clear like count, you know.
Yeah, well, it's just that's what I thought. I was like, Facebook pages are becoming more prevalent than like fucking websites because I know a lot of times in England if you have adverts they'll have like facebook.com/ like Crunchy Nut Cereal or facebook.com/ Cadbury's. Like they won't have like the actual websites. Like that's so cheap now. Just make a Facebook page, you know. Like there's no,
right.
You know.
So to sum up, commentaries one day, Ntom, if you are bold enough, accept the challenge of the roast of you.
And by roast, I mean we're going to get together in a car and set you on fire.
The roast of Ntom.
The roast of Ntom.
And more projects coming the way, and like the United Queendom Facebook page.
Everyone go to United Queendom and like that page. And if people in America, if you are big on the nightclub scene, demand United Queendom comes to your club.
All right, thank you. Everyone have a good night.
Good night, everyone.